talk about a new episode of Spartacus. It's been a long week, and we can finally talk about it. This episode was called More Indecepta. We now all know what it was referring to. Poor donor. So before I get into the meat of what happened, I want to mention a few things really quickly. One, Tiberius is Crassus's word and will again. I'm not even going to say anything. Two, Gannicus and Sibel. We all knew it was coming. And it happened. 3, the moment with Lyta telling Spartacus how horrible she's been treated, how desperate she feels, and he tells her that most of the people in the camp have suffered the same fate, was a really great moment because I think it reminded us of why we root for them and why they're fighting for their freedom. Really good moment, really sweet. We also all know where that's going. And let's focus on the really exciting parts of this episode, starting with that Crixus moment that I mentioned in my previous review, when one of the Romans called them cowards, and Crixus is like, oh, after that, I am not letting that one go, and turns around and slaughters all of them. Holy crap, that was so awesome! I was so excited! It was a great reminder of just how cool he is when he fights. But of course, there's still tensions in the camp between Crixus and Spartacus. They kind of went all gladiator on each other and had a pretty intense fight scene. To be honest, I wasn't really sure who to root for during this scene because I was like, well, Spartacus has a good point, but I thought Crixus also had some legitimate concerns, mainly that Spartacus was bested by Crassus. He was. Speaking of, Crassus kind of bested Spartacus here a little bit, and it was hard to watch. You like hate him, but you admire him at the same time. It's like, but I hate you for like being so smart and tricking Spartacus, but yet I respect how awesome you are. Yeah. But all is well because Spartacus once again rose to the top and figured out Crassus's trick with the wall. Last but certainly not least, I want to talk about Corey. Last review I mentioned that she would be taking things into her own hands. She did by totally joining the rebels. I thought it was such a great moment because in the split of a second she looked into Crassus's eyes and saw that he loved his son too much. He probably would not choose her, or maybe she didn't even want to have him put in that situation where he had to choose and break his heart. So she decided to leave and join the rebel camp because, let's face it, she just could not stay with Tiberius. I do think it's an interesting addition to the rebel camp though, because she knows quite a lot about Crassus. She could be a help to Spartacus if she's willing. Or it could go sort of a different way where she suddenly, her feelings for Crassus maybe resurface and she betrays them. Who knows? But I'm very interested to find out. So that's pretty much all I have to say about this episode. But yes, you know what's coming, It's teaser time, yay! Next episode is called Separate Paths, and I watched this episode last night, well, technically this morning at like 1 a.m. and it was not a good idea. I was, by the end of the episode, and still am, quite an emotional wreck. This is episode 8 coming up. They delivered. Big. I can't stop thinking about it. I don't even know what to tease because it's just like, I so want to talk to somebody about this because I just can't handle it. This is what I'm going to say. This is what I can tease. First, there's a great opening fight scene. It's really beautifully filmed and sets a great tone for the episode. 2, there's a beautiful moment between Crixus and Media. And I really enjoyed it because I think we haven't had that many like that this season. It was nice to get that. There's also a beautiful scene with Crixus. And finally, lots of tears shed by me. As I said, I'm an emotional wreck right now. And it's not cool to feel that way when it's 2 a.m. and you should probably be sleeping. Get ready, this is one of the best episodes this season. And I cannot wait to talk to you guys about it. Cannot wait to hear what you have to say about it. Oh my god. I wish it was Friday already. So that's all I have for you guys this time. As always, if you can click the like button below, it's the thumbs up. They'll probably lift my mood a bit after all the emotions that I went through. But you guys know I always appreciate when you do that, so thank you. Of course, don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any of my Spartacus reviews. And I will see you guys next week. Thanks so much for watching, and I'm gonna go cry now. There is plenty to talk about. Let's get to it. First, as I mentioned, Saxa and Agron survived. Yes.